Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tier 1 Racing for Intrepid Racing League. I will be your commentator today, Woo Shiesty 420, your boy. Along as well, I have my lovely man who was hosting Tier 2 last night, Golden Sniper. Obviously, you guys won't be able to hear him just due to this, because apparently I don't have OBS, and I'm not cool like that. Anyway, Golden, how do we think this race is going to be compared to last week's or yesterday's race? I don't know if you heard me there. Anyway, let's see if there's anybody on track yet. Ooh, Iceman. Oh, we have a wet qualifying. This should be very interesting. I see Iceman on track, wearing the softs for the sprint qualifying. See a lot of other people getting on track with the Ferraris. We'll see Iceman here. He'll be the first onto the line on his first outlap. Let's see what kind of tires we're dealing with here. A few people on the mediums. Franco's going to be on the soft, or has the intermediates on. Several people, though, have gone out in the mediums. And we will follow Iceman here on as he drives down the main straight here for Sector 1. Oh, missing the braking zone for that. My boy Stamso on his first. Ooh, cuts has a little bit of oversteer there on the out of the chicane exit. Stamso seems to be the only one that's on the hot lap right now. Fate appear to be invalidated. Lewis himself, the GOAT himself too, on mediums. Football, as well as NASCAR. So let's see if this will be the first one across. The time looks like it'll most likely be Stamso. That's it very much on the inside. He comes right out. He will start us off with a 1:25.3 as the time to beat. As Mark claims goes in quickly, takes that away from him. Lewis going in on 126. Mark with that. And Mar with a 125.2. Oh, football dog! Getting into the 124s now with a 124.7. As Strenzy, you see here coming around the final quarter, hitting hard on the battery too to get his time in. Will he be able to take pole? And he does! Provisional pole right now for Strenzy at 124.2 for the sprint race. Oh my goodness, folks. Cloud City 2 approaching the line. Just for time, just put a time on the board of 134. Being still invalidated his natural sprint qualifying. Panda 2 looking to be the next one. No, Franco. As he goes in, will he be able to take it? No! Ooh, just almost went on 100th of a second. Close. No, that's actually 3,000 for the second. Wow, that's impressive. Do that. Panda fits in at P3 for now at a 124.3. These are very rapid times you see coming in. Let's see. See NASCAR coming in here too. The time and maybe improve upon his time. Probably not, because I'm very slow. Let's see who else needs to be putting in a quality time. Fate on his outlap too. Frenzy himself enters the pits. Seems like everybody else is going to be in there, but Panda, nope. He's coming in too. We'll ride a border on Fate for now, as he's on an outlap. Everybody else is still in the pits, so we're waiting to get a time. Look at the lovely Red Bull. The lovely Red Bull V5. As we see Fate, will he be able to hit his braking zone? As he does, he goes into the first curve. Oh, takes the curb heavily coming out of turn 2. Quickly puts it back on the throttle. As we finish off sector 1. The green-purple set with the green sector 1. Oh, baby. Oh, my goodness. And a spin by Fate. Oh, my goodness. A little bit of rally car racing. No more rain coming, and we have no more rain coming into. Well, I think we golden for that. But Fate, oh my god. Oh my goodness, Cloud. 8 second, holy crap, this is a huge, oh, with a 129. 4 in mediums with no more rain. See, she added it back. Golden just must have for my friend. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness! Panda beating that time from Cloud with a 125. As he just Yamaka's his way through. Man thinks he's George Russell through the sector. through the runaway. You didn't watch Tier 2 yesterday. BSI. Oh, this Turbo. It was an incredible experience. Oh my. Oh yeah. Iceman on outlap here. As he goes in, doesn't take too much curve, very light curve. Means a turn 1 and 2 into the chicane. As we head to the roundabout. I don't know if it's turn 3 yet. Purple sector 1. Stamso. We can't hear Golden at all, but I got it. Oh my goodness! And he breaks the 120. Stamso, my boy, my king! Iceman King. 2 seconds up. Looks like he bailed. Franco, I think it's Iceman behind him. Iceman in the 118.9s, and this is only sprint qualifying. Holy crap. Max with a 122. What did Panda just do? I didn't catch him. Mark, I see. We got Mark on one right now as we're falling. Oh, 4 seconds down on his. He's 4 seconds down. He's 3.9 to be exact. Oh wow, Stamps are moving up to P2 with a 119.3. Mark! Oh! P2 with... Yeah, just a little flip-flop as we finish around. Mar is down by 4. This season. Zizen did win in Bahrain 2 as he comes into the line, looking very close as he puts it on provisional pole with the 118.5. And we have another Ferrari. Mar invalidated his lap, unfortunately. Who else is coming in? Franco coming in hot too. Hard. Franco looking good, and he's on provisional pole. And Grizzly's right behind. Does not get up. NASCAR's and right, 0.6 of a second between pole position and P2, which will be done by Zizen with Franco's teammate Iceman in P3, Mark P4, Stamso P5, NASCAR P6, Panda retiring in the session, as well as Football Dog 2 at P7, Max P8 with his fellow Alpine teammate Cloud City with Screnzi P10, Football P11, Mar P12, Fate P13. As I don't know what our holdup is before this session ends. It's not finished yet. There we go. Okay. What a wild chance of... What an interesting qualifying that was. Well, here's your starting grid for the sprint race here, folks. Everything, as we'll try and get all of this information down to. But I am very, very excited for this coming sprint race. I wasn't able to get any of that if you were able to get some of that. Okay. Golden, how do you think this qualifying is going to go? Or this sprint race is going to go? Oh, okay. So Golden said he's very excited, but there's been a lot of chaos into turn one here, as we've seen that last night too, if you were watching Tier 2. But he thinks it'll also be one of his boys at Alpine, so take that as you will. But I definitely think we're in for an entertaining sprint race here. 9 laps around Monza as you wait for these drivers to get ready. It'll be definitely very interesting to see how this turns out. I don't know who will, maybe one of the Mercedes will go back to their roots. We'll start hearing El Dejad in the comm box here. Goodness gracious. Do we want it? Max in the chat. New wheel watched out turn 1. Are you pulling it up? Yeah. Oh, I know they can't hear it. I can pull it up. I have it on Spotify. Uh-oh. Little... Golden feeling Unk status right now, as it seems. Fuck it, we bowl. As we come with the 5 lights here in Monza for the sprint race, and we're off as there's a caution in Sector 3. Seems like one of the cars has had a rough start at the beginning. As we see going into turn 1, will we see any action? We see several lockups, but nobody kamikazing their way through. Oh, the Alpine's a little bit on the inside. A little bit of contact there between the Ferrari and the Red Bull there. But what an interesting start we've had so far. As we see Sprinzy and Cloud side by side. Heading into the chicane. Will he leave the space? Oh, and Cloud with the impressive overtake. Oh, and behind us, a little bit of a mix-up between the Ferrari and the McLaren. And that is not the McLaren and the V-Carb of Mar and Spirit. No. Football and fate. That's what it is. Okay. But let's see. Yes, as you see tires right now, few of the leaders are on. 4 of the top 5 are on mediums. Mark is the only one on hard. Most likely we'll see a medium-hard strategy. Or hard-medium strategy. Or, no, wait, it's a sprint. Why am I thinking that? Oh my goodness, I'm crazy, it's a sprint. The mediums are gonna die. Oh! Oh, was there a little bit of contact? We see Iceman and Zizan side by side here. And Iceman overtakes Zizan. Yes, will Iceman play the team game, or will he try and attack his teammate during the sprints? Yes, he's in this very quick. He raced last night too, right? Here, there's the tire shred. He's medium, as Iceman going on the attack in the DRS zone overtakes his teammate Franco. Will they do a little DRS swapping? Did we see that? It would be very interesting to see. Yes, everybody's kind of on each other's trails right now. Seems to be a bit mixed up with these up the booty and around the corner. Double DRS, Iceman. Oh my goodness, Zizen rocketing past Iceman 2. What will happen? Will we see any contact? Oh, a big lockup. Oh my, Franco's off. Franco spins it off and he drops down the order. We caught the front end of that. Oh my goodness, caution, sector 1 still. As there's a Ferrari. NASCAR spun. NASCAR spun out. Oh. Probably contact. Maybe there was between McLaren and Ferrari. We don't know. But let's see any more action up front as we head into the back straight for the DRS. This just changed the game for Mercedes in the sprint. Who knows? Iceman. Ooh, little going through there and. There's the position changes. Yeah, Mark doesn't have that much battery too either. They are very close. Will we see anything? A little bit of a lockup. Oh, very, very close there. Doesn't seem like anything else behind. Yes, he's returning that wing. Cleaning his wing. See a little bit of side-by-side battles here in the midfield. Behind and in the front field. Behind season is Mark. Mickey trying to make a move on Iceman. Gets it close to there. And Iceman drops down 2 positions to standstill. And the V-car of Panda overtaking Scarenzi. Oh, wow. Will we see something? Both are using their battery. Oh, wow. This will be an interest. Oh my goodness. There's so many overtakes going on. The teammates. Oh my goodness, we got some close battles, and it's only lap 5, folks. 4 more. We'll have 2 to go in the sprint race. Yes, indeed, G-Ball. G-Ball. Some very, very fun action, as it seems Zizen is starting to pull away with this. Getting Mark out of the DRS range. Iceman with the 3-second penalty. That is very big. Not a good start for Mercedes this weekend, at least here in Monza. Everybody coming, several people. Max 2 with the 3-second time penalty. As we see Lindsay looking on the inside. Oh, and he's got a better line in the traction zone. Side by side with Iceman, but Iceman both have DRS. Both are using their batteries as it all gets out. Oh my goodness! Impulse looking at it, trying to keep it tidy. Side by side. Side by side. Oh, between the Ferrari and Clown. Oh, beautiful. It's like, as Martin Brundle said, it's like racing ballet. Jimmy Ball. Oh, is Scarenzi making an inside turn against Iceman. Oh, wow. Golden feeling very taken with himself right now. I don't know what he's doing. right now, but he's feeling a lot of feelings, guys. Is what I'm getting at here too. Panda with time for the now with the 3-second time penalty. I'm gonna put Spencer within the top 5 of this, as it looks like Mar trying to look on the inside of Iceman. Ooh, very, very close. Mar on the inside. As you see Cloud City 2 overtaking the Ferrari. Super nice. I did this slip up there with some rear. Oh, Lewis is out of the race. Bro said he had to lock in earlier in Czech, but clearly he cannot lock in for the sprint race. Tough crowd, tough crowd. Just a massive... Oh my goodness! NASCAR with a 10-second. And Impulse and Football Dog getting a little dicey up in here too. Cloud and Iceman looking... I will make the move. Franco overtaking Stamso. Oh yeah, Franco dive barred here in 2. Mark still holding it up, but Ziesen is definitely still oh my goodness. Oh, I think the red Screnzy's looking on the inside of Panda there into the chicane. Little back. Oh, he's looking. Yeah, there he goes. Screnzy. No, won't die. Golden pleading he does not do a PSI again, but you do have a DRS train. Both Panda. No. If he does dive bomb. Trying to make sure to maintain a top 5 position. As my boy Stamso having great defensive battles right here, as seems to be, as we head into the final lap, our podium looking to be Ziesen, who has been comfortable in the lead, and Mark for P2 and Franco for P3 as of now. Screnzy still looking on the inside of Panda, can't get him on here, but Iceman trying to stick with them as everybody coming out hits on the battery. Oh yeah, might will. Screnzy still looking on the outside. On it as they go wheel to wheel. Does he even need it? Keeping it nice and tidy. Oh my goodness! Lovely racing as behind 2. Cloud City and Iceman duking it out. Lovely clean racing we are seeing here in this sprint race. As you see the first DRS on Cloud. Cloud's on low fuel. Oh, Franco and Mark too. Cloud and Iceman 2. Cloud still on low fuel mode too. On Mark might be 2. Samson's coming as we come to the line. Ziesen will win the sprint race behind as Franco P2, Mark P3, Stamso P4, Screnzy P5, Cloud P6. Panda dropped down that order to P9. I didn't catch everybody else's really quick, but oh my goodness, that was Lovely battle. Not more chaos per se, but more just good old-fashioned racing, I think. That was, wow, that was an eventful as we see everything on here. Instance, few pit stops here and there for maybe wing damage. Golden, what are your thoughts on this? Renzi with the fastest lap 2. Golden is like, everybody, you should take... Oh my... As we see now, we have a race. We have a wet Monza race. Oh my goodness. This... Grab your popcorn. Everybody, grab your popcorn. Grab your milkshakes. As Golden's going to go get him some lovely popcorn for this wet qualifying session. Taking the taking the whole ball. Everybody seems to be just doing intermediates. Excuse me. As no one is going to go out first. We'll see who gets out as... Oh yeah, we ball. As Golden just munching away. Just eating that thing. As you do see a Red Bull coming out of... No, yes, a Racing Bull Fate coming out on track. I wonder if anybody else will follow him out for an outlap as he's rocking the beautiful and lovely Miami V-Carb livery. I've been waiting for those liveries to come out. Even though everyone, it's a cool new livery. It still is a cool livery. I mean, the only bad, Mercedes didn't do a livery. They should have done a cool livery for this season for Miami too, because I know they had. Hey, don't talk bad about my boy. My boy George Russell. Several more people too coming out on track. Golden thinks he's a comedian by whenever I say coming, he's like coming, huh? That's funny. Huh, that's funny. That's very funny. At least I'm not chronically saying numbers between 5 and 8. As he will ride on with Fate as he's the first one through. Very light on the battery. Maybe trying to save it for another lap. Because quickly... Chicane. He's coming. Ooh, a little bit of a burnout there coming out of the turn. He's swiftly on the battery too. It's an obvious purple sector one with a 28.3. He's easing two, almost having the same problem too. Mark won't have that problem coming out of that chicane. Several others starting their laps. Get down to Fate too. Setting obviously another purple sector with a 58.9. Everybody but the Alpines are not. Ooh, Fate. Very wide there. As he is on the battery, hard and quick. Brakes hard. Fate is going to be the first one to set a lap time here for the qualifying, but qualifying with a 1:28.9 as Dana is on an outlap, so I believe it'll be Zizin coming in Next across the line. Ooh, a little bit of oversteer there. Slamming it hard on the battery. Will he beat his time? Yes, he will, by a comfortable second. Mark with a validated lap. Samsona out lap. NASCAR. Do the next one across the line. As he slams on the battery. He will calmly pace himself into P3. With Franco coming in hot too. Just setting a time of 1:28.4. And Scorenzi takes provisional pole with a 1:27.1. As Candy too. Oh wow, two McLarens, P1 and P2, P2 and P3. Yeah. Crazy just doesn't exist. Samso, Panda, Panda will be the next across the line as he's out of deploy too, using up all of his battery. I don't know if he will get. Will he do it? No, he won't. He'll get his car comfortably into P5 as Mark, who invalidated his lap. This is a caution, sector 1 and 2. Probably just cars going out of the way when Mark only gets it up into P7. Stamso, my goats, is in P5. Overtakes Panda. As Franco's down 5/10 on his time, trying to get the slipstream. And is able to overtake the McLarens to put him on the front row provisionally. As we see Frenzy going on his on another lap too. As we see the Ferrari. Mar going on a lap too. Alpine's coming out. Football dog. Starting another lap too. Holden's choking a kernel in my ear as Lewis is able to get it up into P9 as Iceman trying to get the battery. What did you realize? Say that again, but slower. Isn't that just drowning? Oh yeah, no, okay. Like Golden says if you've choked on water, you're failing at the basic needs of any human function, drinking and breathing. I said that so monotonely. Scorenzi improves on his time with a 1:26.7. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Football dog, please puts it in P2. Golden giving me some crap. Football dog gets it up into P2 as we see Iceman. Oh my goodness, why am I yawning? Coming to the pits. Mark down 5/10. Looking like he can get up to P5 if he maintains that, as he is very on that way. He cuts it hard into the inside. It's a decent line. Diving straight all the battery that he has left, and he crosses the line to go P5 with 1:27.7. Yeah, I was going to say the words. Stamso starting on his lap. Cloud City will improve to 1:27.7. As NASCAR going on a lap here too. Scarenzi going on another lap, I presume, too. Yes. Football Dog had his invalidated. Spade just getting out of the way of Lewis, who's on a hot lap. As Lewis trying to use all the battery that he can, comes in and solidifies a 4/10 drop to the P9. We have 8 minutes left here in frame qualifying. With what? The hand sign with what? Do I need to do IRL? Just literally. 126.7, 1-6 right now on pole by Scarenzi. All you toddlers that don't know what Vine is, you know what 9 + 10 is. As NASCAR crossing the line to improve in the P8. Is anybody else going to cross the line? Cloud probably going on a lap. Scarenzi is heading into the pits. Yes, Scarenzi hasn't. They just seem to have a bit of oversteer going in. Oh, I think he's abandoned the lap. Lewis heads into the pits. Caution sector 3. The Iceman validated. Let's see if anybody. Oh my god! I don't know. Yes, I can hear water through that. Oh my god. Some interesting foul. Mar, a little bit of over snap too. Head down the back straight as Golden has munched on an entire bin of popcorn in a metal bowl, as he says. As you see Mar pulling it. As you see Mar coming. Oh my goodness! With the 126.448, the Ferrari puts it on provisional pole. And Cloud City puts it up into P2 with the 126.6. Scarenzi, that time is not looking too fast right now. As Fate is down over a second of time. As he comes down the back straights, is Fate. Fate may skyrocket up here. He's at least, I think he'll at least get P5. I think that's right. Maybe. As Fates sits it up, and then also too Franco right behind him puts it on provisional pole. Probably because of that slipstream. With a 125.8. Going up into a 120.69. Nice. That's the number people should be talking about now. Come on, everybody on the internet knows. I think he's saying that too. No, it's dead. Leave that 2025. Just stop. Just stop. I'm saying it for the. It's. I have nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. I have been bamboozled. Sorry, Doctor, for the rapid jumps. As just trying to make sure we catch all the action. It's cold. It just. Being a savage like his usual self. I do love you too. So it's okay. No homo. I'm not, unfortunately. That's why I said it. Fuck! Not here that not. That's like a new. They're saying the word. No, just fuck! There you go. You're a horrible person. Golden having a war with himself and the Colonels in the press box. He brought in a big little thing. Came in. He walked out. He came in here. He was like, "Let me go get the popcorn for this qualifying since it's raining here in Monza." He was like, "Let me go to the. Let me put some butter on these boys." And now they're fighting back. Butter up the boys. He also threw up on the. Yeah, but I'm gonna reiterate it too because it's funny. As Lewis goes in the outlap here for the Taz. I'm not gonna do that. As he comes into the first chicane. I don't want to do that. I don't know what to call that. Jewis going very fast with the with the battery as he's going. Oh, it cuts it wide. The beginning part of section 2. Oh. Well, running up his tires. Everybody is out on track, or at least the majority of people on pit ladders. He's just floating a lot. But, I see what you got me with that. He was having some cloud get there. His tires are fire. This cloud. And I was like, I see what you did there. I see. Clever. Goodness gracious. Wow. P13's looking very nice. Wow, what is he gonna do? Caution sector 3, most likely just car coming out of the way. Cloud down 2/10 on his time. Golden getting a boner here in the press box. His pants, he's pitching a tent. Clouds burn. Why do clouds burn? Oh, oh, cloud down 6/10. How's that? Ooh, that tent's getting a little larger there, pal. You good? 160, 60. Is Joe? He's good. One of the boys. Selling two Mercedes. As Cloud will be the first one to cross the line. Crosses the line, puts it on provisional pole with the 125.5. As the next person to cross the line will be marked out of battery. He won't improve. He'll get P8. As we'll see Lewis not improving with the solid P15, P13. As Franco takes pole away with the 125 too. NASCAR will not improve. As Scorenzi going for it, takes pole from him by only a couple hundredths with the 125-1. Fate cross the line. Season improves only to P4. Iceman to be the last one to cross the line. You see movement. Iceman does not improve, but oh my goodness. Quicker and quicker times. Scorenzi pulling. Yes, the multi-world champion here in IRL. Scorenzi on pole today for Lewis tried to go on softs at the end. But oh my goodness, we're gonna have, maybe we'll see a wet race, who knows? As Golden's looking for a fork here in the press box. He's just scooching around, boot scooting and boogie. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. No, I don't want it to be like just a chalkboard in my ear. Yeah, do it. You can put one. You can do one. Do one. Okay, all right, that's enough. Now you're making me uncomfortable. Oh, but why? Yeah, there's just a bunch of Cardinals just now walking around all over here in the press box. Yeah, just spilt them all over the floor. Yeah, just You're gonna have chips. Oh, interesting. No, I've been watching Big Bang Theory lately too, and so like when you say your child, I'm like, ah, this is my Sheldon right now. Right now. God, I love that show. Hey, we all have a touch autism, okay? It's on a spectrum, okay? Some of them are more than others, but you know, we're just out here having fun. Golden, throw it out. Interesting takes. Here in the press box. I'm not going to repeat it, so just for five's sake. Say it again. Oh, so Golden was writing up letters for like New Year's Eve or Christmas to family, and his brother noticed that he had some nice handwriting, and so he thinks he's autistic now because of that. Wait, your brother thinks that of you, or you think that? Wait, no, your brother thinks that of you. Okay. So Golden thinks his brother is autistic because of his friends, his interactions with friends, and then he thinks Golden is got a touch autism because his writing is very nice and is very pleasing, it seems to him. Who knows? But it's almost too good. My goodness. Oh, wow. Okay. As the 5 lights come on here in Monza. And away we go. As we see going into the first in turn 1, will we see any action at all? Everybody keeping it clean, a little bit of lockups there. As seems to be a little bit of contact between the V-Carbs and the Mercedes. Everybody seems to get away cleanly. A little bit of position changes though. As the McLaren of Zizin up there. Lots of movement there in the midfield. Franco and Scarenzi seem to be getting away very nicely. Here as we ride along. Top with them. Close battles here. As Cece there as they fall. As Mark trying to look on the inside of Iceman. Everybody's trying to keep it clean. Golden choking on his own kernels like we all knew he would in the press box in lap 1. It's amazing. It's an easily bar. It starts a fire back in your crowbar? Dang. That's interesting. As we get cleanly through, Scarenzi setting the fastest lap with a 1:22.59. Will we see any dive bombers? As he's in looking to the outside of Franco. Keeping it nice and tidy, trying to go for the switchback. It's a clean exit. Franco on the tail of the two for this three-way battle. Nothing really going on behind. As will we see an overtake from Zizin? No, keeping it nice and tidy. Iceman and Stampso, though, getting with some changes too. Wherever close to go, pal. Whatever you really like. These cornflakes, I guess, because some of these I don't recognize them because I'm an American. I'm a stupid, dumb American. I think so. Okay. You see Zizin and Franco trying to look on inside on each other. As he, goodness gracious, as we're seeing some action here. Oh my goodness, Franco overtaking Scarenzi. Zizin, will there be a double overtake, keeping it clean on the inside of Scarenzi? As Zizin overtaking Scarenzi. You see some battles too behind. Between Cloud. Scarenzi trying to look on the outside of Zizin. Will he keep it clean? No, he won't dive in deep at least. He will keep it clean as we go through chicane. No other actions behind. As we see the Ferrari of NASCAR and Lewis duking it out on the hards. Here. I almost want to quote Martin Brundle from the F1 movie. And this is a brawl for last place. Well, boy, what a brawl it is. I know that was David Crockett. Any more differences right now. Stamso with the 3-second time penalty. Here are the position changes. We'll also see in the telemetry too. Impulse looking on Scarenzi. Here is the massive DRS train. Still goes. Franco trying to play good defense on Zizin. Zizin rocketing down behind him at 200 miles per hour. Goes onto the inside of Franco for a nice clean overtake. Nothing else. Oh, little touchy touch between the V-carb in the back, I believe. Panda and Iceman. Iceman utilizing his battery, looking on the outside of Panda as they go side by side. Iceman, oh, and Zizin falling back on the order too in the chicane. As Panda and Iceman still back to back. Here we come out of that first little stretch. Oh my goodness, lots of content, lots of close racing here as both DRS between the Ferrari. Impulse Cloud looking on the inside, doesn't see an opening at all. It has a good exit as all of these from Scarenzi, Impulse, and Cloud all on the back straight utilizing their battery except Cloud. Cloud trying to save some battery, probably down for the main straight. As Franco needs to start pulling away he wants any chance to maintain this lead. He has saved up a lot of that battery for his defense. Going down on the main straight. He will circle down as Football Dog. There's a caution sector 2. NASCAR DNFing. As we will see Franco. Oh, there's a virtual safety car has been brought out on track. Oh, the safety car out on track. As I don't know what is going on between Franco and Ziesen. If Ziesen overtaking him. Okay, I don't know if that was the game, but we have a safety car now because of NASCAR's DNF. NASCAR might have just spun. So who knows? As we see Football just off the side, probably some of those overtakings too. He had to give back the positions as the safety car was called. And now we'll get to see who is going to pit, who's going to play, who will pit. This is going to shake up the race. Golden thoughts? I don't know if he's in the press box at all. I don't hear him anymore. Oh, there he goes. He's just munching on the cereal still. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nolan's now back in the press box with his cereal. As we will see on who is going to go into the pits. Will Franco go? Franco, everybody coming into the pits. Everybody except Panda's going to stay out. As several people with 10-second time penalties. Oh my goodness! Mark! With a front wing, I believe. Mark with his front wing just completely gone. I don't know if he just missed the pit entry, but oh my goodness. His front wing is off. As everybody comes in, most likely to pit and go on hards. Yes. Probably will try and go to the end of this race. Taking tire save. Poor Mark. Mark's got to circle back around and pit again. Wow, this is gonna really shake up the race. It's Golden just munching on his cereal. So this is definitely gonna change the race. I mean, poor Mark, he's just driving around with the front wing. No, this is an entertaining race right now. If there's a safety car, we had a wet qualifying race, a wonderful sprint race here in IRL. As Golden is now finishing munching on his cereal for Breckie. Like a good boy. Oh, and he's choking on it. Wow. As we'll most likely see Mark here head for the pits. Hopefully, I don't know if he just missed it. The pit lane entry. But Mark was now in the pits to get his front wing, and this is going to be very costly for him. Down the grid, I think. But I best believe the safety car will be in after this lap, as most of the grid has caught up to the safety car queue. Golden didn't choke on the water, folks, so he is not going to be inhibiting his two basic bodily functions of drinking and breathing. Let's see, everybody. Panda, the only one to stay out, is going to stay out on 6-lap old mediums. Everybody on the fresh hards. Those hard tires are not going to be warmed up. Seems to be you after this race. Are you during this race? I don't know. One of them is probably making you soft, the other one probably just okay. That's outrageous. Golden said, you'd think it'd be the other way around. Cloud making me soft and Lewis making me hard, but it's the other way around. As safety car will be in this lap. Let's see. As we will see if anybody will catch it, as Panda is controlling the pace. As Panda rockets away, Franco catches it. Screnzy not so much. Franco, battery on, going on the outside of Panda on those fresh hards, side by side, going into turn one, hitting the braking zone. Franco overtakes Panda, but leaves room. Panda too, leaving some space as overtake by Franco. As we see a few people behind as McLaren seems to fall down the order of football. Iceman. Oh, Zizan and Cloud. Oh my goodness, more contact between Mark and Lewis. As the battle is for brawl, Mark giving him everything he got in the end. Oh no, maybe Lewis felt pretty bad. Mark, we are glazing you. Mark, you are making wonderful decisions. There seems to be a space now between the leaders. Okay, alright. Oh, a little close between Panda and Zizan. Using that battery. Franco with the fastest lap. As we see more battles too behind with the Ferrari of Impulse and Cloud. Two behind Panda and Zizan. Will they keep it? Oh, very wide on the very turn. The Ferrari going on the outside. Lots of clean racing as the Ferrari of Impulse overtaking Cloud. As the McLaren of football looking on Cloud 2. Cloud side by side heading into the chicane. Keeping it nice and tidy. Ooh, might be a little contact ahead with the Ferrari and the V-Carb. But good racing between everybody as we're seeing right now in this tight little pack here. This midfield little brawl, a lovely DRS train. As Panda would probably say all aboard the Polar Express. As Impulse making the easy overtake. The Express, as Golden is calling it now. Probably more than Impulse, Express now, as football overtaking Panda on the back straight. As we see this battle behind Panda, Zizan with another fastest time. Looking very close on Screnzy, going on the inside. As Zizan overtaking the Red Bull. Going into turn one. Panda looking against Cloud City. Ooh, leaves the space open. Nice clean racing too. And Stampso on the inside of Fate. As it looks like we're going almost too wide between Iceman, Stampso, and Fate. As we head close. Both of them looking to the outside. Fate. Oh, and Stampso's off. Stampso had to take the escape road, but what a tight race as he drops down the order. Not my boy. But does. Oh, my boy. Yes, I get the reference. I was cultured as football making the overtake on the Ferrari of Impulse. What lovely battles we are seeing here in Monza. As Mark now implementing himself. Ooh, little bit of slip up. Ooh, contact between Panda and Iceman. As Mark now joining the party too. Mark being blocked by Mercedes and Fate as Iceman overtaking Fate on the outside. Mark looking on the inside. trying to overtake Fate as he does. As everybody using their battery. Mark with DRS overtaking Iceman. Takes Iceman with the lockup too, as Mark trying to make the biggest comeback up in the P8. Well, wonderful excitement too with football too, looking on the impulse, won't see any overtaking opportunities. Zizen and Scorenzi seem to be a little bit of a duel. Franco with a comfortable lead. Zizen using the battery and the DRS now to try and catch Scorenzi. Will he make a move though? He's looking. And he will not. Saving his battery for the back straight. Good exit. Good going through. As he slams on the battery. Going down on the back straight. Only for a little bit. Everybody else behind him with a nice little lovely DRS train as Mark. It's actually other DRS of Fates. So, but the battery on. Zizen looking to the inside of Scorenzi and will make the clean overtake down the main straight as the Ferrari of Impulse making a move on the other McLaren as they dive down into turn 1. Everybody else keeping it clean. And Mark, oh, a little bit of a slip up, a little bit of rally car racing there by Mark. Trying to get a good exit too. Staying on the heels of Iceman. As the McLaren of football trying to look on the inside of the Ferrari. Doesn't see a good opening. Everybody else coming through the chicane. Keeping it nice and tiny. As I think now it is the Impulse DRS Express. I would say now. As Football Dog overtaking Impulse now. So now Football saying, give me the conductor. Down the mid back straight. Kind of hitting with these. Iceman looking. Will we see an overtake from... As we're looking to see if we've seen the possible Impulse overtaking Football. Is Football dropping down the order? Will we see any action behind us? Football with the lockup and a little bit of a slip up too. Coming out, everybody else seems to make it nice and tidy. People starting to hit. Cloud trying to save his battery and looking for the opportunity to strike. Fate just using all that battery, saying, "Let me get in on this." As we see Football looking on the inside of Impulse, but Cloud being very smart with his battery there with 73 right now, trying to look for the opportunity, which maybe now he does slam on the battery, only very lightly. Doesn't think he has the chance. As we see Football overtaking Impulse on the same straight again as they cut through, getting good exits by everybody. On Mark on the battery too. Stampso trying to do his best with these penalties. As you look at his Fate has a 10-second time penalty and Stampso has a 3-second time penalty right now, and there are the position changes so far. Cloud with DRS not looking, but Impulse looking to the inside of Football, makes the overtake on the main straight. Will we see any tapped lockups by the McLaren? It seems Impulse and Football are having a wonderful DRS battle. As Football looking on the outside, lightly tapping on the battery, the Ferrari trying to defend the inside line. Impulse stays out, but has a better exit than Impulse. And Football has a better saving his battery. Stampso with another 3-second time penalty. Football trying to save his battery, but making sure he utilizes it here, trying to, as he will make the clean overtake over the Ferrari of Impulse. very cleanly. Lamar with a little bit more battery. He could try and do something here again to retake the position. On this back straight. Ooh, goes a little wide coming out of there, but is on the battery. Cloud 2 trying to get back into this. Bates is approaching too. Probably will join this battle for P4, P5, P6, and P7. Cloud using the battery, looking behind the Ferrari. Will we see a double overtake? Canada with a 3-second time penalty as we're going 3 wide down to the main straight of Monza at 200 miles per hour in the braking zone. Impulse takes the position but slides out, goes a little wide. Football looking on the inside, doesn't see anything. Cloud almost tried to take an opportunity, still having battery. Football trying to take out, go on the outside of Impulse, looking, will he dive bomb? He does not take the dive bomb. A little bit of a lockup there too, but these three having a wonderful, looking very clean racing here, as Faye seems to be right next. Zizen with a 3-second time penalty, which could be very, very different. So, oh my goodness. As I'm being told, the game volume seems to be very loud. See if that works. Mainly, very interesting so far between these three drivers of Football, Impulse, and Cloud. Impulse looking, getting the slipstream from Football as he goes to the outside and makes a clean overtake going into turn 1. Fates looking to come in too. In on this, as we see Iceman in the background too, with Mark and Stamso slowly behind. But Football still looking. Impulse trying to defend with his battery. Right now, Football still trying to look on the outside as we head into the break, but doesn't think it's the opportunity yet. But Cloud saving his battery, also using it as Fate goes a little wide, which may cost him 2, but also 2, I believe that was Stamso that went a lot wide. That beginning portion of Sector 2. As we see Football rocketing past Impulse, the Ferrari, trying to save his battery. Ooh, Cloud, a little bit of some oversteer there. Here's the look at the tires there, Doctor, for you. Everybody is on the hards now, so seems to me everybody will leave. Maybe people will try if they can hard serve, barring that. As we see the Ferrari of Impulse going into pit as he gets a 10-second time penalty with that too. As a few others, Iceman and Mark II going into the pits. Wow, Doctor, you must have a good brain. People going in to change their tires. He's getting on new hards. Iceman going on the mediums. Impulse going on the hards. Mark going on the softs. Interesting, with about 11 laps left. So that is a very interesting call. But everybody else also on the hards. We'll keep tabs on this battle. Golden, how do you think everything has been so far with this tight little battle between these four? We need fun. Someone entertain me. Nah, everybody's out here. But everybody's keeping it close, keeping it nice and tidy. As the old Fate in the DRS zone of Cloud 2. Just barely though. As Cloud is going to head into the pits. So is Zizen and Scarenzi. As Franco will take the lead, as people are probably going to start pitting for possible, as Scarenzi pitting for new hards. So for Cloud and Zizen too. Interesting. Seems to be folks went for the harder tire strategy. But everybody keeping it nice and tidy. Several others are coming out of the pit too. Oh, Panda coming out front of Cloud. Oh, a little bit of lockup too behind Iceman as these three get out of the pit as Cloud comes out of the pits. As we see these three. Oh my goodness, 3 wide. Double overtake between Cloud and Iceman. Everybody gets through. Cloud, little bit of oversteer on the rears. Iceman contact with the front wing. These three, we got ourselves a little battle now. Iceman on the wide on the curb there. Gets a better exit, has DRS. Isn't going to use the battery to fight. Panda still right behind Iceman. Maybe trying to look more Impulse with the 3-second time penalty. As we see Franco in football heading into the pits too, along with Fate, as we will see Zizin most likely retake the lead of this race. As Iceman looking on the Cloud. He's now trying to stay right behind him in DRS range. As it looks like Franco will maintain P1. We come out of the pits ahead as his teammate we see here overtaking Mark with the fastest lap, overtaking Cloud as we head into turn 1 with some bit of a lockup, but keeping it nice and clean and tidy between. Football trying to make a run at Impulse right now as Mark and Stamso doing a back-to-back battle most likely. Oh, thanks for. I know what they're doing. I know what those two are doing. So, but good job for trying to get an entertainment for you two, Samso and Mark. Here are the tires that people got right now. Doctor for you. This majority of people on freshly hot new hards. Iceman is on the mediums, so his tires should warm up very quickly too, but Mark only on the softs though, so I'm wondering how he'll do with that tire management. As Iceman with the new fastest lap, as we see him overtaking the Ferrari of Impulse. As the Ferrari getting a little close there. No contact though, as Football gets a good exit out of there. With Iceman and Cloud and Panda loosely behind. My goodness, I'm so sorry for all the yawns, folks. But they're keeping it close. All within a little DRS train of themselves. Everybody all aboard the football train. Cloud going a little wide there. Ooh, a little bit of a slip up there by Impulse. As we'll briefly look at the time penalties too. Impulse is going to drop down fast if you can't pull away. Or try and overtake Football. But Panda with a 3-second time penalty. Stamso with 2 3-second time penalties. Zizin with a 3-second time penalty. He needs to stay ahead. He needs to build that 3-second gap that he almost has on Scarenzi. To not lose P2 and to help maintain a points advantage upon the Red Bull. As, a little bit of a battle here between Impulse overtaking, a little bit of slip up for the reels. Football going on the inside of Impulse, overtaking him out of turn 2. As Impulse, Football trying to defend, looking on the inside, doesn't go for it. Lets Football keep the position as he goes a little wide into the gravel. Trying to maintain, trying to still keep this fight on between the McLaren and the Ferrari. When Impulse with the 3-second time penalty. Oh my goodness. Is that his second one? That is another time penalty with Impulse. Oh my goodness. As he's trying to make a move on football. Trying to pick up the slipstream. Doesn't look like he may try. Takes a earlier break zone. As he goes a little wide too. Giving an opportunity for Iceman and Cloud if they can want to try something. Both don't feel like they're close enough yet. As Impulse looking at 250 miles per hour, going to overtake. Going side by side with the McLaren. Trying to keep it clean and overtakes the McLaren. As they go side by side. Football with the overtake too. With a very clean exit out of turn 2 in the chicane. As we see these four in the background, as we see these drivers all duking it out in between, with the Ferrari of Impulse going wide, trying to look again on the McLaren. With a caution sector too. Stamso spun out. Stamso, no, my boy. Stamso, no. Oh, my boy. Father, help. That was our brain rot. That's what that was. That was Gen Z's brain rot, was ASDF movies. I think the entire generation is doing that. Zizen too, yes, that's a good point. Zizen is locking in to Franco too. I don't know how close but Zizen needs to get away. He's gonna maintain P. He's gonna maintain P2, but he's got to catch Franco very quickly. Mark with the 3-second time penalty. He has some time against Franco. 3-second time penalty, and Zizen does have some ground to make if he wants to make a move on Franco. But as you can see, but there he is in the background. So, but I don't think Zizen has enough time to be able to overtake Franco and be able to maintain the lead. What was that? Oh wow, Impulse. Apparently football with the 3-second time penalty. Oh my goodness, yeah, Cloud out of his front with his left front wing slightly damaged. With a little contact between the Ferrari of Impulse. Is what Golden is telling me. As this battle here for the midfield, looking very intense. But Zizen definitely is still, it was at 1.6, the same point this last lap. But Franco trying to get that gap up to 2 seconds. But definitely going to keep an eye on that as we see Iceman making the move on Impulse very cleanly, going down in turn 1 in the chicane. Both of them lock up. Ferrari very close. Will he be able to maintain and have a good exit and keep up with him? No. He doesn't go in the battery like Iceman. But Cloud still trying to stick with these guys to keep it a fight. Football needs to build this gap on Iceman in order to maintain P4. As we'll keep the time penalties on for now, so that way we know who's going where. But Franco looking very good. Mercedes did not have a really good tier 2 turnout, it seemed, in the race, but these boys are looking very good right now in tier 1. As the top 3 of Franco, Zizen, and Scarenzi look to be almost solidified to be your top 3 at the end of this race. With this brawl with Iceman and Impulse, as Ferrari may take a beating in points now. Oh my goodness, Cloud on the inside of Iceman, overtaken side by side. Approaching the Ferrari. Cloud, will he take the double overtake? No, but keeping it very close is Iceman. Side by side, coming out of the chicane, trying to leave the space. Cloud. Chill's trying to stick with them as he seeds. Keeping it clean, but Cloud almost with the double overtake as he goes on the outside of Iceman, overtaking him before the next chicane. Still sticking with Impulse. We'll take a look at some of these tires. Panda's tires are probably the only ones really suffering. Everybody else's tires should probably be feeling very good right now, as these three are duking out, but I'm kind of surprised Cloud and Iceman are doing that, because they should, Impulse does have a 16-second time penalty, so they will very clearly secure 5 and P5 and P6 too. Everybody else seems to be, this seems to be the closest battle going on right now, with Franco pulling ahead of these in right now. So it looks like Franco looking very good to win the Monza Grand Prix for Tier 1. As Iceman trying to catch back up to the Alpine and the Ferrari. Goes very wide into the first part of the chain. Does he gets a decent exit on that battery right away. Cloud trying to stay on the inside. The Ferrari opening up the inside a little bit there. They're trying to defend the inside. Who's this next turn? And Ghoul goes a little wide there, loses a little time. Will Cloud take the opportunity, looking on the outside? Doesn't, tries to go for the switchback. Oh my, as he won't try again in the following turn, but with DRS now and plenty of battery, decides to just stay behind, saving that battery, maybe for the back straight. But Iceman 2 still in this fight, as the two V-carbs on the back straights. Fate's looking like Panda's going to let Fate pass, playing the team game here at V-carb. Since Panda does have the time penalty, I think that was very wise by the Racing Bulls. As we keep going. Ooh, the Ferrari having a little bit of a slip up. Or maybe trying to juke him out to go back in the pits. I don't know. Sonny Hayes, that was he'd be taking a page out of Sonny Hayes' book. As Cloud looking, doesn't think he'll make the move, but Iceman on his rear end too, trying to have a good exit. As he goes side by side too to Impulse and overtakes Impulse. Oh, little contact there between the Ferrari and the Alpine. As there's no damage, and Iceman takes the opportunity. Going on the inside, side by side between the Alpine. He locks up, he leaves the space, and Iceman overtaking Cloud as Impulse tried to take a double overtake too on the final lap. As the Ferrari looking on the inside, on the outside, as, oh my goodness, Iceman about spun. He gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh my goodness. Cloud, this is looking very good for Alpine right now on the final lap. As the Ferrari doesn't think he's going to get anything. As Franco wins the Monza Grand Prix for Tier 2 with Zizan in P3. As this battle down the back straight, Cloud City looking into the inside, overtaking the Ferrari. As Scarenzi will complete your top 3. Football will finish P4 as the Ferrari spins, solidifying Iceman finishing P6. Cloud City P5. Several 10-second time penalties. Urge Stampso with a wild finish in the end. But Impulse finishing in P9. And as we see Panda here with a wonderful race too, finishing off good on the softs. Will finish in a comfortable P10 as he spins and crashes it out as his final act. God. And Mark having a wonderful weekend, been practicing, finishes off in P11. What a wild finish that was. Golden, any thoughts after that for that last lap right there? as he's playing Al Dajid right now in my ear. He almost thought an Osama bin Russell was going to happen again. As we see Franco on the podium celebrating, along with Zizan in P2 and Skrenzi in P3. Wonderful celebrations with the team. The crowd going crazy. And there goes the champagne. Nice little celebration for the Mercedes team. Franco with his own little celebrations too in chat. As wow. That was a wild Tier 1 race this weekend. As I don't know what is going on as I am black screened. Until I go to the lobby, it seems like. So, if someone else can get that. Well, if you can. I don't know. Oh, boy. That's very interesting. And I think now we're going back to lobby. Well, I hope someone got it. At least. But, as we get back into the lobby, that was your Tier 1 racing of the Intrepid Racing League here, folks. I've been your commentator, WuShiSty420, along with Golden in the press box. As thank you for joining us this week for wonderful races in Monza. And Golden, any other final thoughts you wish to relay to the crowd? Golden's thoughts are F the feds and we ball. Folks, don't forget to join us. Oh, go ahead. And El-Daji too. He wants to add. Well, folks, next week we'll be in Brazil for tier 3 and 4, as you'll see these two bad boys in the press box take the track again in Brazil on Tuesday of next week. We hope to see you there. Have a wonderful evening.